Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they feared for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
X, my brother.
No, don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, I want to play this clip before I jump into it, and then it'll all tie in and make sense.
Piece, a new watch. What's on your list? What's on your shopping list after this fight?
You know, honestly, I got so much jewelry, like stuff that that's not really like what I'm into these days. Like I want to like be smarter with my money. I want to invest. I want to buy some more property, like buy some trucks, like do some stuff like that.
Money that's gonna make money for you.
Yeah, exactly. I want my money to make money and like set myself up for after boxing.
You always get a new
Barbershop conversation, guys, live from the Hawthorne Estate, y'all. That's my new intro, live from the Hawthorne Estate, man. And I was smiling from ear to ear. Ak sent me that. Shout out to Ak and Barack, man. Like I said, they make boxing cool, man. You know what I mean? Boxing ain't just for the grandparents with land in strips that's babysitting their grandkids for the weekend. You know what I mean? Boxing is for the young, the hip, the hipsters, the hip hop, bop to you, don't stop, all that good stuff. So shout out to Ak and Barack, man. They over there in Brooklyn and BK, and I think Ak got one of the greatest views I've ever seen. You know, he got a better view than Stephen Espinoza, and I thought Stephen Espinoza had the greatest view of COVID. At night, I think Ak and Barack is the winner. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, what a view he has. And but let's get down to some real shit. I'm gonna use me as the example, man. Y'all don't fully grasp this because you don't walk in my skin. Devin Haney reminds me of me. And I say that with all sincerity. You know, I didn't have a father though. I will say that, but he got the bounce. And but he's an intellectual, he's an intellectual. I was the same way. I had the bounce because all my cousins were drug dealers. I think my cousins, I'm not bragging, I think my cousins killed over 20 people. You know what I mean? And all of them did 20 years. You know what I mean? And sold drugs, did the whole shebang. So I got the bounce from my cousins and growing up in Harlem. So I can have a conversation with a gang member and I know how to bounce on a wavelength. I know how to have a conversation with a lawyer. And you guys think I hate on Devin, but I'm not leaving no fat on the bone for Devin. Because like the title says, I genuinely believe Devin Haney has the chance to be the most important athlete of this era, of this generation. And you say, Fred, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say popular. Tank can be the most popular. Good. When a father, a grandfather, uncle looks at boxing and he looks at Devin Haney, he says, that's the character and integrity I want my child to have. That's the character and integrity. I can watch him. I know I can listen to a Devin Haney interview and it won't be no stripper questions. I can watch a Devin Haney interview and I know he ain't gonna say motherfuck this, motherfuck that, piece of shit, motherfucker that, beat that nigga ass. I mean, he gonna curse. He a grown man. He can do that, but I know it won't be centered around that. And I've had the fortune of meeting Devin Haney. and I haven't seen him in a few years, but I know the potential that he has, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. He has the potential to be the most important athlete because he's 23. He's 23 and already conquered boxing. He's conquered it. It's like beating a video game. You can't get higher than undisputed, dog. You can't get higher than being undefeated, undisputed, period. You can't. There's no higher ranking. There's no higher ranking than the president of America. There's no higher ranking than undefeated, undisputed champion of the world. There's nothing higher. You can make more money. You can change the division. You can fight more fights. You can, but at 23. And I just know that the angerness that I had with Adrian Broner, and like I said, Adrian Broner and I won't have this conversation now because he still has a pulse. I would say in 10 years, Adrian Broner is going to come up to me and be like, Fred, you were right. And I said, let's do an interview about this because this interview is important for the little black men, the little black girls that are roaming these streets, imitating and idolizing you, or people that are like you now. And I think we need to change the narrative. I think we need to make Frederick Hawthorne cool. I'm in a mansion right now on an estate, and my kids and their cousins are in a pool and doing what they do. And how we got here was making right decisions. It wasn't pants halfway off my ass, smoking a blunt, iPhone, got purple lips. I got 19 motherfuckers around me. It's not that. Devin Haney's profile can change Black America. And I know it can. It can inspire and encourage Black America. His profile, champion, good kid, investment, got a little sauce to him, intelligent, articulate. And I stand by that. I genuinely believe that for real, his profile. Because Floyd Mayweather is dead. Floyd Mayweather has no pulse. Floyd Mayweather can't inspire you to be a CEO. Can't. He can't. I'm not being mean or nothing like that, but I got to use parallel examples because I'm speaking to a certain audience. I don't care what happens outside of this, and I'm not interested in whoever rebuttals me. I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all be getting mad at me and shit. I really don't give a flying fizz a fuck. You know what I mean? But as I digress, the Floyd Mayweather plan don't work. The Floyd Mayweather plan gets you money. Might get you paid. But Floyd, 4 kids don't respect him. And I'm saying this by only what I know and what I heard and what I've seen. More importantly, what I've seen. And I'll never talk about it publicly, but the Haneys know. They live in Vegas. It's no secret. And I think these 10-year-old kids and 9-year-old kids are Devin Haney's sons. And yeah, you get them with the jewelry. You trick them like me. I ain't talking boxing right now. Y'all think I am. I'm talking real manhood shit right now. You trick them with the jewelry, but you don't lead with it. Get all the jewelry you want. I don't give a fuck, but I'm saying you can't lead with it because you're going to be defined as such. They're going to be asking you, hey, what piece of jewelry you buying today? Nah. If you stand in front of a apartment building saying, I just bought this, and guess what? You paying over $300,000 in sanctioning fees. That's a down payment on a 12-unit building in Las Vegas. So if you can give the 4 sanctioning belts $300,000, you can give a 12-unit building $300,000, and it will pay for itself. It will pay the property tax. It will pay the upkeep. It's not nothing concerned with making money. That's why I am in this space to be. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Dre makes a great living. But this fucking property and these fucking and the stocks and the silent partners that I've done, and my business team and my business partners, it doesn't shame a doctor's salary. I mean, Dre makes, that's close to $1 million, if not over some years. But it doesn't compete with the potential. I have no ceilings. And Devin at 27, he's 23, 24. His birthday is in November, so I think he'll be 24 in November, if I'm not mistaken. By his 28th birthday, Devin could be Larry Holmes. I believe Larry Holmes, or Devin Haney should reach out to. I don't have the wealth that this man has, nor the wealth of experience. The man that bought up all those Wendy's. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Put it in the comment section. But the man that played in the NBA, and now he owns 100 Wendy's all across America. And I think he'll be glad to speak with Devin Haney. And I think Devin Haney has that level of potential. This conversation is the same conversation I've had with and I'm not going to mention names because they haven't done it. And they're well into their second and third contracts now. I had everybody who's who. You guys know by now. If you watch all my old videos, you can put 2 and 2 together. I've had who's who as it pertains to who are in the NBA right now. NBA All-Star. I would say I've probably trained a total of 30, 40 NBA All-Stars. I'm talking about like shit, maybe 100. I'm talking about the times they've been All-Stars. I was really that dude as it pertains to training. And they never took my advice. When I bought my first building, I told them, this is what you should do. When I bought my second building, I told them. And every summer at the Drew League, every summer, they say, Fred, man, how you doing, man? How that property gang go? I'm going to holler at you. And you know what? I've never, ever partied with them. I won't do it because I want them to see me as a man that's helping them achieve certain shit. That's why you've never seen me party with like Earl Spence and Deontay. I've never been to Deontay Wilder's party. I've literally drove by his party. When he fought Fury in New York, 10 of my subscribers went. I didn't go. That's on purpose. Y'all. When Devin Haney fought, Mr. Haney sent me a text and I said, it's okay. Me and L will do something else. I swear to God. I don't want to party. I mean, if we happen to be there together, we happen to be there together, but I don't want to party. I want to say congratulations. I'm proud of you, and I want you to keep winning. Like I say, Floyd Mayweather's money is so important to the black community, but he doesn't understand this. The success of Devin Haney is it's not so important just yet. It will be, because he's already beat the video game. He's already beat Super Contra. He's already beat Pac-Man. He's already beat my first game, Mario Brothers on Nintendo. He's already beat Double Dribble. What games are they playing now? I don't even know. RPG. Man, what's the name of that game that Terrence Crawford plays all the time? It's a military game. Gosh. He's already beat Madden. He's already beat NBA 2K. When I was younger, it was Lakers versus Celtics. He's already beat those games. He's undisputed. He's an undisputed champion of the world. He already has the black audience. He already has it. His dad did a great job at galvanizing the black fan base. It's in his hip pocket. There's nothing Devin can do can lose it, because he's not going to be Jamel Charlo. He already has us. And this is why I talk to him the same way I talk to Adrian Broner. I talk to him the same way I talk to Tank Davis. I'm not playing the friend. I don't want to be in the friend zone. I have no desire to be in the friend zone. I have no desire to get a free t-shirt from you. I don't need a free hot dog. I don't need, if I buy it and you buy it, it's still going to taste the exact same. And every time I step out of my house, it's a tax write-off. So I don't really, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't have to hang out and be cool. And like I said, Devin Haney is going to appreciate this at some point of his life. I don't know if he's going to watch it. I don't know. But I saw him and I was like, yeah, this kid is special. I knew it when he was 19 years old. When I saw him at the MGM, I said, he didn't have tattoos then. So I was like, man, this kid, this fucking good. I'm going to stay on his ass. I picked him. I swear to God. That day, ask Muhammad, Mubarak Muhammad, every time he mentions Devin Haney to me, I light up. And I see him every Sunday in Leimert Park. And every time he mentions Devin Haney to me, he went to Australia. He paid $1,700 for his plane. That's a little too rich for my blood. But he paid $1,700. And I said, man, that's amazing. And we spoke about Devin Haney for about 10 minutes. And my face lights up. But I'll never be that way in front of Devin because I want him to keep on going. I'm not playing the same way I am with Lincoln. There's no fat on this. He can go to grandpa and get fat on his ribeye. Nah. He can go to grandma and get fat on his ribeye. No, we gonna celebrate successes. We ain't gonna celebrate being cool. Like Lincoln and I have a saying, correct over cool. And that's just where I'm at with it, man. I chose Adrian Broner because I knew he was following Floyd. And I'm like, you only can follow Floyd so far, Adrian. At some point, you're going to have to step out and be an independent man. And Adrian Broner had a chance to be a billion dollar athlete. You talk about an athlete having everything. Everything. The pizzazz, the flair, the hood credibility. If he would have stayed at 135, man, if he didn't drink, if he didn't do none of that shit, his internal organs wouldn't have inflamed. And now they're so saturated that it's damn near impossible to make 35. You understand what I'm saying? I wish him well. He got a lot of kids. I want him to succeed. But yeah. So the same way I talked to Adrian Broner, a lot of y'all thought I hated Adrian Broner. And Adrian Broner came up to me and said, I don't like some of the shit you be saying about me. And I said, you know what I told him? I said, you'll understand one day. Man had everything. Everything in the palm of his hand. Everything in the palm of his hand. Now he's fighting for his life. He's 5'9", and the pool is 6 feet deep, and he don't know how to swim, so he keep on jumping up for oxygen. That's who he is right now. I wish him well. It's a fucking 18-minute video. Fuck. Anyways, man, I just think I think the world of Devin, and I'm never gonna tell him. Never. He's gonna probably hear this, but I'm not gonna say, hey Dev, what's up? How you doing? He gets all that already. I want this man to buy up Las Vegas. I want this man to change the landscape of boxing. He has the potential to do it. He's already beat the game. I watched him like I watched Deontay Wilder fight last week. If you watch my stories, I was so elated. I was like, show that $1 million smile. He was like a 16-year-old kid when he saw the crowd. You see his eyes and his smile? I said, man, I just pray to God this moment ain't too big, because I knew he got anxious in that very moment. I could see it. He just started running and he got anxious. And I was like, man, just calm down. And then he got anxious in the second round when he wanted to bang. I was like, oh, no, we don't need to do this. I says, win boring. Win boring. That's all I kept saying. Win boring. Win boring. When I don't give a fuck what these Mexicans say. Or excuse me, I should say these flat-foot fighters say. Fuck them. These motherfuckers need to be training for these black fighters when they're 8 years old. I don't feel sorry for them. You understand? And anyways, man, congratulations to Devin Haney, man. I think the world of you. It's never gonna sound like it, and I don't care what nobody says. Don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. This is my platform. I'm gonna do it my way. You know, and he has a lot of people that support him. You know, especially on the media side. You know, I see it, and I want this man to buy up Las Vegas. He could be the most important fighter since Muhammad Ali. And I mean that from the depths of me. Adrian Broner could have been the most important fighter since Ali. Floyd Mayweather could have been the most important person, but the people hate Floyd. People don't like him. I know they don't like him. No one showed up in Miami. He will never sell out another fight ever again. And it's going to eat him alive. And then when he finds out a few more years, his kids don't return his phone call. And I'm saying this as real talk. I'm not saying this as, Fred hating on Floyd. No. His daughter's twerking. His daughter twerked. His daughter got 2 twerking videos, and her dad is a billionaire. How much more attention do you need? Anyways, man, I done said too much. 20 minutes too long. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. And there's a lot of, I'm gonna close with this. I don't care if you don't understand my method of madness. I personally don't care. It's about the results. That's all I care about is the results. And if you ever want to challenge me on results, spend a day with me. Fly your ass out here on your dime and spend a day with me. And you'll see. Everything I touch is worth $1 million. Everything I touch. Damn near. The kids are priceless though. Every piece of property I touch. If you want to go on a ride with me, every piece of property I touch, you're like, Fred, you own that? Yeah, you own that. And then you're going to not know how many stores I own. I'm a silent partner in so many stores. It just rain down on me. Well, what Kurt Franklin say? Heaven rain down on me. Yeah, every day in my life. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Keep going, Dev. I'm proud. And just don't lead with the jewelry. That's all. Buy as much jewelry as you want, but that's not who you are. You're a man. That's why they keep on calling you boy. You know what I mean? And that's why George Kambosos says you have to turn in the jewelry, because that was your first step. Let that be like I got jewelry. I got watches. Don't have jewelry. I have watches. But people just know I have it. You know what I mean? So, but it's locked up in the safe though. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.